Hey guys, very solemn topic today. Um, really solemn. So, just checking my everything here. So, I'm going to read something to you guys. We lost somebody today, and somebody that I would consider an icon, a television series icon. We don't really talk about television series as much these days as we did back in the day, but this was when the good times used to roll on television. Amazing times. Hold on one second. So we used to have like back in the day some really good television roles, and the Cosby Show was one of the best television shows back in the day. And I can remember 8 o'clock every Thursday in downtown Toronto. We would put the television on and the Cosby Show would come on. It was such an amazing show. We had Bill Cosby, we had his wife Felicia Rashad. Man, it was so amazing. And the Cosby Show changed the face of television series. Everyone wanted to copy them afterwards. All the kids were great. But there was something about Malcolm Jamal Warner, an amazing kid. He really showed the world that even off air, he still represented a good character, a good Cosby kid. He embraced that Theo role like it was more him than anything. Let me see. Hey guys. So I'm going to read something to you. Hi, Vishnu. How are you? And then we also have, let me see, Rema. Where are you guys watching this from? All right. So we're going to get down to basics and then we're going to talk about this icon. Malcolm Malcolm Jamal Warner has passed away. He tragically drowned while swimming on July 20th, 2025 during a family vacation at Playa Coseles on Costa Rica's Caribbean coast. When a strong current pulled him out to sea, his body was recovered the next day, and Costa Rican authorities officially ruled the death of asphyxia due to drowning. Warner was 54 years old and is best known for playing Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show. He went on to frame long lasting careers across TV, including Malcolm and Eddie, if you guys remember that show, another funny one, The Resident, and Read Between the Lines. Music, he won a Grammy in 2015, and even podcasting, having recently co launched Not All Hood. Now, here's a clearer timeline of everything that happened. Warner was swimming at Playa Coseles, got caught in a strong current, and tragically drowned. His death was confirmed on the 21st. Now, today is the 21st. And as many of you guys know, I live in the Dominican Republic. I see these types of drownings. I hear about these types of drownings constantly on the Caribbean coast. Please be careful when you are on vacation. If you see any type of riptide, okay, a riptide is when you see like a V shape when you're going into the water. And if you see that the ripples around you look like a V, do not step in that water. It's a rip tide. And that means it will rip you under that tide and take you out. And you may not have the time to catch your breath because it will take you so far under the water so quickly that you will be panicking and fighting for air and you'll be so disoriented. And I think that's one of the saddest things, knowing what a riptide is, knowing how those strong currents can take people out, and knowing that one of our childhood heroes died in losing his breath in the water on vacation with his family, you know? Like so many of our childhood stars grow up and they do drugs, they do alcohol, they start looking really horrible and bad. And, all of a sudden you see that they destroyed their own lives. But to be taken by natural circumstances after he's done so much with his life and never let any of us down is a man that was taken way too soon. Being here in the Dominican Republic, I know he died in Costa Rica off the Caribbean coast, but the waters are all very similar. And when people drown, it is always very sad. Here in the Dominican Republic, I've lost a few people who have passed away. And that riptide is so dangerous. It's so scary. So, what happens is the current is so strong, it takes you and it pulls you under. While you're under, again, you become so disoriented. You don't know where you're at. Like, and again, you're in water. You're like a baby inside of a womb. You don't know if you're up or if you're down. And once that riptide takes you out, it's not easy getting back in. It doesn't matter how much of a strong swimmer you are. And I'm pretty sure that he was a strong swimmer. I'm pretty sure that he knew what he was doing, but he was in the water, he's vacationing with his family, and this is what happened. 54 years old, 1 year older than me. Totally in my era. I can remember watching the Huxtables growing up. And I have to say, Theo did leave a good legacy for everyone that we look at from that time frame. I don't want to put down any other stars, any other movies, any A-listers or anything, but let's name a couple of them just for goodness sake. Let's look at Home Alone. Even though Home Alone is younger than myself and also Malcolm Jamal Warner, he got caught up in that whole Hollywood persona and ended up doing a lot of substances and ended up ruining a huge part of his life. And of course, even his own look. He will never be able to regain back that childhood look that he once had. Malcolm Jamal Warner always remained very clean. You also have Britney Spears, for instance. I don't know what's going on with her, but she looks like completely different chick. Even if she tried to regain that that innocence back, no, those substances swallowed her away. You see, you have people in Hollywood who get swallowed up by substances, and it's a riptide that takes them under. But Malcolm Jamal Warner, he never went under in Hollywood. He never allowed that persona to or that addiction of Hollywood to pull him down. He was always a very strong individual. So I know that he was a strong swimmer. Being in the water and dying in the water off the coast of the Caribbean. Again, I live in the Caribbean. I live in the Dominican Republic, and man, I can't tell you how many people have passed away in the water. And it just happens like that. And another thing, they found his body. That is next to impossible sometimes, because what happens is the body sinks. It goes to the bottom when it drowns, takes a lot of air in. And then all of a sudden, the body becomes buoyant because all of the limbs start to become waterlogged and boom, it goes to the top. But then by that time, the body is falling apart. It is literally eating itself away. And then it goes back to the bottom, And then the body itself gets, I know this is so sad, I'm sorry, a lot of information, but what happens is the body then gets eaten by the bottom, like the sea animals, if you will. So you know that they put a lot of effort into finding him. They found his body the very next day. You know, it was night and day. They knew how important his life was. And not that they shouldn't put that effort into everybody's life, you know, they should, anywhere on any coast, but there's something about those A-listers that people put a lot more energy into, and they found him. Thank God. There was a young lady that came here to the Dominican Republic, but she went to Punta Cana, and she was a Pittsburgh student. You guys might remember her. It was just like, I think, in January, and she was a young student, and she was here with her friends, and they all went swimming. And her and this guy Reby, his last name's Reby, I forget his first name, I think his first name's Joshua Reby, and her, they were buzzed up, very intoxicated, and it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and she decided to go for a swim. He went for a swim, and then he said that the current was so strong that all he remembers is getting himself out of the water and getting on one of the chairs. And when he woke up, it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. And he went to his hotel room, and he just assumed she already went back to the hotel room. But he got himself out of that riptide. And you know what else? He was a wrestler when he was in high school. It takes the strongest force to get yourself out of a riptide. So Malcolm Jamal Warner, he must have tried and tried, and knowing how strong that man is, he probably got disoriented, probably took a breath because he was down so far. You know, he wasn't expecting to be taken down into a riptide. He was in he was with his family on vacation in Costa Rica, goes into the water. A wave takes him in. Boom, takes him under. He's under the water. Anybody starts to panic. They start to think, wow, what is going on? Let me get out of this water. Let me fight my way out. And you start fighting your way. You don't know if you're going to the top. You don't know if you're going to the bottom, especially if you were in already up to like your neck or even your waist, because the water just takes you right out. You get so disoriented, you don't know which direction you're swimming in. And then you just automatically take a breath. And when you take a breath, that's when you take in the water. And that's when you drown. Your lungs drown, you get asphyxiated, boom, and that's it. There's no going back after that. So we lost a hero, guys. And I say a hero because, again, in Hollywood, very few people made it like he did. Child actor, and he did so well. If you look at the other children actors on the Cosby Show, none of them were that bad either. I mean, they held their heads up high. None of them were like, "Oh my gosh, look what they did with their life." They were actually, when they were on set as well, you know, Bill Cosby treated them like a real family, and he was very strict on them. I don't care what you say about Bill Cosby and whatever he did to whoever. That's not what we're talking about right now. And Bill Cosby came from a different era. When he was on set with those kids in the Huxtables, the Cosby Show, it was completely different. That man was already grown. That man was already out of whatever acting he was doing when he was younger, and he was raising those children on set. Hmm. And they all respect him. And not one of those kids on that set has anything negative to say about Bill Cosby, because he made sure that he raised each and one of those children like his own. And Malcolm Jamal Warner was such a gentleman straight up until the day he died. I I never heard anything about that man in Hollywood. Like, never anything negative, like, he's bothering women, or he's out getting drunk, or he got caught with, the same sex inside of a washroom, or cheating on his wife, or got caught with driving drunk, and snow in his pocket. Like, maybe I missed the headlines if that did happen, but I doubt it. He was always a really good guy. Do you guys remember the Cosby Show? I Obviously you do. Even no matter what age you are, you're going to remember the Cosby Show. Um let me see. Cannot believe it. Yes, Darth says I cannot believe it. YouTube official, urgent alert. Your account has been flagged for suspicious activity. The stream will be shut down immediately and you are temporarily banned pending review. What? How's that? That's impossible. That must be message retracted. Yeah, message retracted. Okay, anyway. Holy crap, those melons are, oh my gosh, guys, I'm a grandmother. Please, I request, don't wrong comment. She is also a daughter and a sister. Thank you so much, Ashnu. That's so sweet of you. Um, and oh, the Diddy lover, Eric. Eric, thank you for remembering me. Does this lady have OnlyFans? No, I don't. I don't. Beautiful people die every day. Let's not make heroes from selective people. Eric, very good point. But he's from my era. I'm 54 years old. Do I have cleavage, guys? Holy smoly macaroni! I'm about to work out. So I just came on here. Um, hey, Cerise, it's Devin from back in the day. Devin Forbes. Oh my gosh, how you doing, man? I went to high school with this guy. Devin, where have you been, Devin? Hit me up. Um, I My email address is cerisefairfax@gmail.com. Or add me on Facebook. I think you may be my Facebook friend, right? Okay. Let me see. Some of these messages are being redacted, which is good. Guys, cleavage. Holy smoly macaroni. I apologize. I'm a 53-year-old mother, grandmother, sister, and an auntie. Hold it down, but thank you. I mean, a woman never gets, you know, upset about that too much, but thank you. I'm dressed right now to work out because I'm about to exercise. I gained a lot of weight and I need to lose 40 pounds. So, yeah, um, thank you. But let's talk about Jamal. And I like what Eric said. Don't make heroes out of people who, were that die. Good people die every day. And I agree with you. But then, Eric, when we slice it down and dice it up, we have to really say he lived in a certain part of the bubble of society where it was very easy for him to fall by the wayside, very easy for him to behave very cocky, arrogant, and maybe he did in person, we don't know, but overall he really did deliver a great personality and was always a wonderful role model. My son is 30 years old, and I look at my son the same way. My son is a hero to me. And I think to myself, wow, you know, his mother must be so happy and his family must be so happy. And so that's why I call him a hero. But maybe you're right. I shouldn't make it so like, oh my gosh, he's a hero. But when we look at people in Hollywood, he is an icon. How about that word? Does that word fit well? He's also a great mentor for young men. So, yeah, I think overall, I just wanted to pay homage to him. I just wanted to say, you know, I really pray that his family can get past this. His children were with him on vacation as well. And that's got to be very traumatizing. to see all of a sudden your dad is gone. I mean, they could have been in the water with him, and all of a sudden he's taken out your dad, your strong mentor. I'm pretty sure he was their mentor, the strong family figure, the one who is the income maker, the breadwinner, their hero for sure. And then you see them, and all of a sudden they're gone. You sit on the shore and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're watching. Guys, like I said, where I live here in the Dominican Republic, people die all the time from riptides. And I always actually, throughout sometimes through the years, why is there always three? Thank you, Ray. Age ain't nothing but a number, so Scotty says. Oh, wow. Are all guys on here? Praise Jesus, King of the universe. Praise Jesus. Jesus is the way. Dios te bendigo. God bless you. Ray says, Devin, did she got a big Where are all you guys from? You boys seem so op- oppressed. Like I don't understand why. You guys are you guys all really young? You must be all really young. Big men don't talk like this. Mm. But thank you for coming on my channel. Thank you. And I see that a few of you are from India. So I have done a few Indian videos on this channel. I did one on the other day, so check it out. I'm not going to tell you who I did them on. You guys check them out and you guys subscribe and comment on those videos and tell me on those videos who else you want me to cover. Okay? Um but yes, we have to look at the past, the TV icons, the people who have done well, and give them praise and say, hey, you did well, rest in peace. And that's why I wanted to come on and do a live. I didn't want to just do a little brief video and say rest in peace. I actually wanted to come on and talk about it and discuss things. But I can see that there's a few people here that don't really want to discuss things. Um, oppressed how? Mark, not you. I don't think you're oppressed. Are you certified to talk about these things? Willie, sister, how are you? I'm good, Sachit. And certified to talk about what things? I am a soul coach and I'm certified to talk about life experiences. But if you're talking about um like drowning, I'm experienced enough to talk about these things. Obviously, I've never drowned, but I've lost a lot of people here in the Dominican Republic who have drowned. I just live right beside the beach. The beach is like literally outside of my door, a 3-minute walk to the beach. I live in a little town called Sosua in Puerto Plata, north coast of the Dominican Republic. And so that beach alone has swallowed up a few people that I know, and tourists die all the time, especially tourists, not really expats. I'm an expat. I've been living here for 7 years, but we learn, we become experienced. So, certified, I don't know if that would be a word that I would use, but experienced is the word that I would use. And we do tend to be experienced um, when our friends and other tourists that come here die, you know uh, we see it in the newspaper, we see it on Facebook, another tourist has died. And it's always very sad because sometimes many people are traveling alone, or you know they just get found washed up on the beach. We don't know who they are. Many times ID is found on the beach, and those people went and they did like a early morning swim, and they left their passport on the beach so they could do an early morning swim. They're only up to their hips, and boom, they get sucked under a riptide. So that's always very sad, guys. Um, yeah, I certified is a word. Yes, certified is a word, but no, I'm not a tourist here. Thank you for Sachi. Your questions are very wonderful. Where am I from? Mark, where am I from originally? Yes. Wonderful questions. Thank you. I love engaging with wonderful questions. So I'm originally from Toronto, downtown Toronto, Canada. And uh, I was born and raised in a neighborhood called Regent Park. And then I moved to a neighborhood called Scarborough for many years with my children, raised my children there. And then I moved back down to Toronto. And then I moved here 7 years ago. I came on vacation to write my book because I'm a writer. I'm writing a book right now called Pimp to Pastor. It's about a guy who um, killed someone. It's based upon a true story. So once it is released, I'll make sure I let you guys know and you guys can get a copy. It will be an ebook. But yeah, I came here to edit that book. I wrote that book and then I came here to edit the book. And then once I got here on vacation, guys, I fell in love with the energy. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I was here for 2 weeks editing my book. Didn't even edit 2 pages because I was out and about meeting people and it was such good energy." I went back home to Canada and I took my son out to lunch and I said to my son, "Sweetheart, I need to go back and finish my vacation. So I'm going to start looking for flights again." And he's like, "Finish your vacation, but that was your first time ever in the Dominican Republic. You went alone to edit your book. You didn't edit your book. So you want to go back this soon?" He's like, "Mom, that's not a vacation. That's a calling. Go answer God's calling." So I thought that was really cool that he said it was God's calling. And that was more inspiration for me. So I did. I came on a trip and again, 6 weeks later, and I was like, I'm going to just come for like, a one-way ticket and I'll come for like a month, you know, rent a nice little spot, go to the beach every day. I still haven't left, guys. And it's been 7 years. July 16 will be 7 years. I have not been on an airplane in 7 years. Pretty fascinating. And the country, I love it. I just feel like this is where my soul is. I live where I love. I love where I live. And it is a place for me to be able to cool max and relax. So if you ever want to come to the Dominican Republic, definitely come on down. I live on the north coast, and this is where it's really, you guys got me all nervous now about my cleavage. I am a woman, you know. What do you like? Uh, Let me see. I came here for a month to the Dominican Republic. Sajid, um, what do you like? What do you like going to the beach every I don't go to the beach very often. Um, and then I have Pika who says, "Will you go back on an airplane again anytime soon?" I might. I might, but not to Canada. Not to Canada. Um, I don't know where I will go, but I don't feel like I want to leave this country right now. I might want to go to another part of the island. But yeah, I don't go to the beach very much. I live beside the beach. I should go to the beach more often, but I'm always really busy. I have this YouTube channel, I have another YouTube channel. I'm also a soul coach, so I speak to a lot of people on the phone, like people who want to fix their lives and people who may be a little unhappy, people who have relationship issues. Um, so I talk to them. And I also do writing. And I'm creating a skincare line right now to make the skin really good after 50 because I'm 53, and a lot of women here and a lot of men, they sit in the sun, and that really is not good for your skin when you're in the sun every day all day. So I'm creating some oils right now for people's skin, for their face, so they can feel better about themselves, because we have to feel better about ourselves, right? Inside and out. That's the reason why I'm starting to exercise again, because I gained a lot of weight here. And not because I eat badly. I have a very good eating diet. I love salads. I love fruits, any type of vegetable I love. I don't eat a lot of meat, but I don't exercise. I work from home. When I go outside, I get a motorcycle taxi. Here we call them motoconchos. And that's how I get around. And then I go to town, which is literally just down the street. And I don't walk during the day because there's a lot of sun and it's always very hot, and I burn very easily because of my fair skin. And I just need to exercise. I'm going to exercise tonight, though, at 6 o'clock. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to exercise live on my other channel, Cerise Fairfax. So if you guys want to exercise with me, you definitely can, but you have to keep those, comments about the cleavage a little on the low, because, my family will be watching. And I also will be working out on Facebook Live. So I want you guys to like come on and join me on my other channel, Cerise Fairfax. I want you guys to come on and join me and have a really good time. It's so important to exercise. But I got sidetracked here. Um, Someone said, maintenance guy said, "You look Mexican, black, and white at the same time." I was going to say Puerto Rican. Um, uh, so I am black, I am white, and I am native Indian. It's not Indian like East Indian, but it is what people just call Indian. But in Canada, it's called Indigenous or First Nations or Aboriginal. So I am black, white, and native. And I was raised in a Jamaican culture, but I'm not Jamaican. But that's the culture I was raised in. So that's the culture I'm more familiar with because of the community that I was raised in. I had a lot of Jamaican friends. So I was raised with a lot of Jamaican food. I was raised with a lot of Jamaican the way they do things, and I feel very fortunate for that. I feel very fortunate for that because I just adore the Jamaican culture. And it just happens that I came here to the Dominican Republic and the Caribbean, and there's a lot of similar things, like a lot of similar foods, like mangoes and plantain and all that stuff. Of course, it's very different cuisines, but very very much of the same types of vegetables and fruits, and like the same type of rice diet and meat and stuff of that nature. But even though we're Spanish here, it's very different than Mexican. But thank you. I've heard before that people think that I look Mexican, which is very interesting. I don't know a lot of Mexicans. I met a couple of Mexicans here who came on vacation, and so I know that a lot of Mexicans watch my other channel, my Dominican Republic channel. hmm But thank you, maintenance guy. Let me see here. Sajit says, "Am I scared about flying? Their safety? No, I'm not afraid. I've always wanted to go to Republica Dominicana." Oh, Pica, you say it just like it's Spanish. Yeah, it's beautiful here. Willie, what is my nationality? I just said that. Sachit, tell me please what you like about India And what you don't like about India, Devin Forbes. Hold on, I'm going to answer that, Sajit, but I'm going to answer Devin. Think I might just have to come down. Devin, come down. Oh my gosh, it would be so great, Devin. You have to message me, private message me, Devin. Come on down. I would love to see you. Like, it would be such a blast from the past. You know, I always loved you. I always respected you. Come on down. You will love it here. I will show you all around. I'll take you to the river. I just bought some new river shoes today. Go to the river, play some dominoes. They'll cook some nice chicken and or whatever you like, fish. We'll go to town. I don't go to the beach much. I'm not really a beach person, but if you want to go to the beach, I'll have a beach day with you. One day, you'll get one day out of me. We can have some pineapple on the beach and like a pina colada and oh my gosh, whatever you want. You just come down and you will love it here. I have a spare bedroom. You can stay in my spare bedroom. I live in the hood. Looks just like Regent Park, but it's safe. Sajit, let me answer your question about India. Okay. I've never been to India, but there's a special part in my soul that I love about India, and I cannot explain it. I have a lot of Indian clients. I Before I came to the Dominican Republic, I wanted to visit India for so long. But now that I'm here and I haven't left and I don't feel like leaving, I don't see myself going to India right away. But in my soul, I know I will go to India one day. I want to go to India to enjoy the food, the people. When I lived in Scarborough in Canada, Scarborough is outside of Toronto. Toronto is a big metropolitan. Outside of Toronto is a little area called Scarborough. It's a borough. And they have a lot of Indian and Sri Lankan. I know Sri Lankan and Indian is different. I know it's different, but just understand me. They are in the same area in Scarborough. So I would go to a lot of Indian restaurants. And I dated back in the day an Indian guy for a very short time. He was Indian. And we used to eat a lot of Indian food. I love the Indian food. I love the Indian culture. And I really love the Indian family connection. Indian people are very close with their family. And I really love this and I respect this. I love anyone that, any cultures that really have close family connections, Sajid. So thank you for asking that question. Yes, one day I want to go to India, Goa, maybe, because it has the beaches there, right? And I have clients that have property there and land there, and they invited me to go there. So I would really like to go there one day. Mm. But I have dogs. I have two dogs. I have a cat, and it's very difficult for me to find babysitters. And if I go to India, it's not going to be for 1 week. I'm going to go for 1 month. So I have a lot of responsibilities here in the Dominican Republic. I have to really think hard. But with how politics are going right now, I'm very good at making predictions. I'm very good at doing readings for people. And so I predict that India is going to be one of the major countries in the world. It's going to be a very rich country. It already is very good. I know it's already good. Very intelligent people. But in the future, it's going to be like how it was before colonization, before British influence. It's going to be very stable. And I really want to go there. Thank you for asking that question. I love your questions. And let me see. I think I may have to come down. Yes, Devin, come down. And Ramon, Not Theo, Ramon, Theo, Theo. I have never traveled to Manji asked, have I ever traveled to Nepal? Never, but I would love to. And maintenance guy, you're Puerto Rican. Oh, Dios te bendiga. Guys, that's Spanish for God bless you. Dios te bendiga. Sanjeet, why not Canada? I just want to know what makes you feel now I want to go to Canada. Oh, Sajit. I keep calling you Sanjeet. I'm sorry, it's Sajit. I I was there for so many years. I don't want to go back right now. Maybe one day, you know. Speaking of soul, remember the movie Soul Plane? I don't, Pika. Do they pay you for relationship advice? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That's how I survive here in the Dominican Republic. I haven't seen Soul Plane, but I'm going to watch that. Let me write it down right here because I want to see that movie. I want to I have to start watching some more movies. I'm always so busy working. Movie Soul Plane. All right. I'm going to look for it on YouTube tonight to see if it's on there. Beautiful for your age. I'm 44. Maintenance guy, you're 44. Ah, yes, I'm 53. Mark says, I am from New Jersey and I don't know what Canadian people look like, but your features look Hispanic. Interesting. Thank you. Canadian people all look very different. Um, but I'm mixed with black, white, and native. So I have all these different features going on from my head down to my toes. But even here in the Dominican Republic, Dominicans will come up to me and ask me in Spanish, "Tu eres Dominicana?" That means you're Dominican, and I'm like, "No, I'm not Dominican." And they go, "Oh no, where are you from?" And I say Canada, and they say, "No, to Dominicana. You're Dominican." So it's interesting. I hear that a lot. Dominican, but my features are Latina. Interesting. Pika, who here in the chat remembers the movie Soul Plane? Yeah, you guys tell me about Soul Plane. Sachit, at this age, you might not be doing cycling. I don't do cycling. Taino, yeah, maintenance guy Taino. That's what we are here. Well, that's what they are here. Um, Spartacus, what do you think about Carney? Oh, Spartacus, Carney. Holy, hold on. I gotta clean my glasses. Um, Good question. Huh. I don't think I know enough about him. I left 7 years ago. I left Canada 7 years ago and I haven't returned, but I think he's doing all right. I've heard he's doing all right. I think the people in Canada are pretty happy with him compared to Trudeau. I think Trudeau was in there a little too long, and I'm glad that he's out. I think Trudeau did try his hardest, but he should have just got out when he could. He stayed in too long, and I think that showed his ignorance. He should have just let the people have some type of peace. But so far, so good with Carney, I think. I hear a couple of people saying that they're happy with him. I hear a couple of people saying that he's selling out, but I don't really know what a sellout is. I mean, America is the empire. And if he wants to agree with America on certain policies, then he's just going to have to do that. He can't put all those tariffs on America. America is the empire, America of the West, that we're all on the West together. So people usually, if they want to be in commerce and they want to get things done, then they have to agree with America. And I don't think he's going to be a sellout. I think he's going to do his best that he can do to make things work. um maintenance guy, same genetics as Dominican or Puerto Rican? Yes. Oh yes, exactly, Taino. Do you know how to cook some Jamaican food? Asks Kup- Kupali. Is that how you say it? Kupalupi. I do. I do know how to cook Jamaican food. Oxtail. I know how to cook uh, Dominican food as well. Dominican food is very much, it's just rice and beans and chicken. It's very simple. It's not as spicy as what Indian food would be or Jamaican food. But yes, I know how to make curry chicken. I know how to make oxtail. I know how to make jerk chicken. Um, yeah, yeah. I know how to make dumplings. There are two different type of dumplings: fried dumpling and boiled dumpling. I know how to make snapper, rice. My son's father was Jamaican as well. My son's father is Jamaican, and my son's father's father, so my son's grandfather, taught me how to cook rice perfectly, just like a Jamaican. So I cook very perfect rice. Sajid, your cerise, that is important for me, no matter if you're indigenous or American, no matter of complexion. Oh, you're superb. Thank you so much, Sajid. You are so beautiful. Thank you, Pika. Have you been to other Caribbean islands? Yes. Cuba. I've been to Cuba. I used to go to Cuba a lot, and I really loved Cuba. But I need to travel more. I really do. Andrew, love your look. Do you have a sister? Andrew, I do. Andrew Simmons, I do. Or Simons, I do have three sisters. And I know I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Kupelupi. I'm sorry. Like jerk chicken oxtail soup. Yep, I can make jerk chicken and oxtail soup. How long did you live in Jamaica? Fourth horseman. I don't live in Jamaica. I live in the Dominican Republic, but I'm just down the street from Jamaica. But I was raised with Jamaicans all my life in a Jamaican community. It was not only a Jamaican community, it was a whole bunch of different cultures, but who I hung out with and chilled with were Jamaicans. And my dad was a Rastafarian. So my dad became a Rastafarian and he raised me vegetarian. And it was just a real beautiful culture for me. I love reggae. Actually, tonight when I do my workout on my other channel, on my other channel, Cerise Fairfax, it's going to be pure reggae. I love reggae. Reggae is probably my go to music. Ray says, visit Guyana. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I love Guyanese food. I love Guyana. I love Guyanese people. Hey boy, hey boy. I love Guyanese people. I was raised around a lot of, okay, Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Guyanese, African. As I got older, but my root of the people who I hung out with and chilled with as a child was Jamaican. And then as I got older and branched out a little bit, I hung around a lot of Trinis, a lot of Guyanese, a lot of Vincentians, people from St. Vincent, um, Barbados, Bermuda, like all the islands I hung around with when I was younger, downtown Toronto. Yeah, absolutely. I used to date a Guyanese guy too. Great cooks. Francisco says, hi, hello. Ray says, were these Mexicans illegal? Where? Mexicans where? Kupalupi. Also, thank you for sharing with us who you are. Nice to meet you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for asking such great questions, guys. Mark, I'm from New Jersey and I don't know what Canadian people look like. Oh, did I already read that? Yes, and I have Hispanic features. Thank you. I think that's a compliment. Canadians are all different races. We don't really have one race. We are like a melting pot of multiculturalism beauty. We are all mixed with a lot in Canada. Tayam, do you have to pay extra for those carry-ons when you fly? Oh, Tayam. Daniel Geist, beautiful hair, thank you. And Subankar, tattoos are awesome, thank you. Ikuswi, Greetings from Rwanda. Oh, greetings. I just passed by and heard about food. I like your red glasses. You should try our country too. We have good poke. So, side note, guys, remember earlier when you guys were asking me what my mix was, and I said black, white, and native in Canada. So let me give you a little bit more history. My black ancestors are from Sierra Leone, Africa, West Africa, and they were enslaved and they were taken to America and against their will, and they were slaves in America. And then England tried to fight the United States, and they went to some of the black slaves and they said, if you fight with us, we will give you freedom. If we win the war in the United States, we will give you land and freedom in the United States. If the war is lost, we will give you land and freedom in Nova Scotia, Canada. And the war was lost. England lost against the United States, and they gave my black ancestors from West Africa, they were slaves, they gave them land in Nova Scotia, Canada. Till this day, a certain part of Nova Scotia near Halifax, there's a little part called Africville, and they they give they pay homage to Africa in that little area till this day. So Africa is another place that I would like to visit one day. Um, Obviously West Africa, Sierra Leone, but I would like to visit Tanzania. I'd like to visit the Congo, Rwanda. I heard Rwanda is like really great right now. Before there was a lot of bloodshed, a lot of war, just a lot of going stuff going on when I was a little girl. And I heard that they rebuilt and that it is so beautiful there. And God bless that, you know? That's a beautiful thing. And I wish I was home says Jesus is coming soon. Call out to be saved in due time. He died for the ungodly in his eternal love. You know, I had I have a son and my son's name is Tyree, and it is one of the cities that Jesus journeyed through. It's Tyre, and they some people pronounce it Tyre, some people pronounce it Tyre. I pronounce it Tyree. And I was pregnant during Easter time. He was born in May, and I was pregnant during Easter time. And when I saw a documentary, as my father is a pastor, my stepfather is a pastor, and he died. But I was raised Baptist, and I used to be a Sunday school teacher for a short period as well, very short period. I was in the church choir, Baptist Church, First Baptist, Shiloh Baptist Church. It was in Toronto, Scarborough. And yeah, I named my son after one of the cities that Jesus journeyed through. We have Subhankar. I need to pronounce these names better, guys. I'm so sorry. Subhankar. Love from India. India. Hola, India. Hello, India. We have a lot of people from India today. Thank you so much. David Bender. Hello, hello. Wisconsin and La Casa. Been to Guam? Oh, you've been to Guam years ago. Did a military base there. They spoke a lot of Spanish. Interesting. Wow. Awesome. You're very well traveled. You know what they say about people who are well traveled? They're deep thinkers and highly intelligent. Can I live with you? Leo. Leo from IA. Subhankar. You are beautiful. Thank you. You're beautiful as well. Pika. How many languages do you speak? Yo hablo español and I speak English. I speak Spanish and I speak English. And Pika says India would be a nice place to go to. Absolutely. I one day look forward to that very much so. Subhankar, you always are welcome to India. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you guys when I get off this live to air my I'm going to be walking on air. There's so much love here. Thank you so much. And Sajit says, whenever you come, I meet you. Oh, I would love to meet you. You live in India. I would love to meet you. I'm happy to see you live. Oh, to see you live. Thank you. I'm so happy you guys are here. Um, let me see. What's that? Daniel Craig says, I've got Sri Lanki for you. What's Sri Lanki? Like Sri Lankan? Sajit, thank you for answering. You're welcome, sweetheart. And Subankar says, I am from India. Oh my gosh, I have so many people from India on here. It's amazing. I need to do some more videos for you guys, okay? Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you guys look at the videos that I already did on Indian stars because this is an entertainment channel, but make sure you guys look and tell me how many other artists I can do like readings on and videos on. I would love to. Success. Have you ever visited India? Never, but I plan to one day. Sajit, I'll take care of your dogs. I would love to bring my dogs, but I don't know how I would get them on the plane. Patrick Benson, pull one out. Uh, Ichiko, you're overweight. I know I'm overweight. I'm working on that in like, what time is it now? 5:19. It's 5:19 here in in the Dominican Republic, and I'm going to exercise in like 30 minutes under over 30 minutes. And I'm going to exercise live. So Ichiko, I'm going to exercise live in front of everyone because this is how I can be accountable to myself and other people. Get up and exercise in front of people. It's not easy, but I'm vulnerable. It makes me vulnerable. It makes me real. It makes me human. It makes me think if people are waiting for me to lose this weight because I just gained this weight in like the last couple of years. I'm 53, so I'm going through menopause, you know. The body starts to change. It doesn't lose weight quickly. So you have to do something to make sure that that weight comes off. And I don't exercise enough. I love salads. I love fruits. I love vegetables. I love eating soups, but I don't walk and I don't go anywhere except when I go for a business meeting, I take a motorcycle taxi. So it is something it's something that bothers me a lot, the amount of weight that I lost, a lot. But please come and join me on my other channel. It's called Cerise Fairfax, the same name of this channel, Sister Cerise. But my other YouTube channel is Cerise Fairfax, and you can come join me there at 6 o'clock. Right now it's 5:19, so in a little short while. But you have to keep your comments nice, please. It's the one thing I ask for because my family is going to be watching that one. Okay, but you can call me fat on that one too, because that inspires me. I know I have to lose weight. I know I'm overweight. Patrick, let me see. Sajit, yes, you are right. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see. Come to India. I will come to India. I definitely will. Let me see. Tuvoka says in Sri Lanka, they put women like this in music videos. They love them. so never travel alone. In Sri Lanka, Tuvoka, I love vegetable thali and vadas. Vada. You know the vada made from lentil? There's two types of vada. I love vada and I love vegetable thali. The four curries. So delicious. Spicy curries. They're so delicious. I miss vegetable thali from Canada. I've never been to Sri Lanka, but I do. I used to eat a lot of Indian and Sri Lankan food. Brianna, me too. Mark, red glasses. I love eating out for Latina, says Jay. Oh, I love to. Master Rich Friedman, she mixed. Yes, I'm mixed with black, white, and native Canada. Mark says her hair is beautiful. Thank you, Mark. Azid says Elton John. I know, right? It's just that the smaller glasses I'm not really into. James, hi, beautiful. Hello. Master Rich, you Creole? No, I'm not Creole. I do live in the Dominican Republic. I don't speak Creole. I do speak Spanish. But I have a lot of Haitian neighbors. And I know a couple of words in Creole, but not enough to say, like, to speak a language. I hear words all the time. I think Canada is a lot of people. Taylor Roswell says, I think Canada is a lot of people that I want. I want a lot of people are getting, yeah, a lot of people are. Canada is not the way it was before I left. South Africa and La Casa. South Africa. I want to visit the whole Africa one day, but my black ancestry is from West Africa. So I'll make my way around from West Africa. And life is game. Thank you. I like your glasses. Thank you. Neil Barker. Woman, stop all of this nonsense talking. Get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. Ah, Neo. Um, Sallis Boy, comics, hi, hi. You love dumplings? Oh, dumplings are great. What are your favorite, fried or boiled dumplings? Seelenberg. But do you have haku though? What haki? What's haki? Russell, Barb, hi. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. And Efron, you look scary. Ooh, spooky. You should see me when I first wake up in the morning. C. Lindbergh, do you love Cuba more than me? I love Cuba. I was going to move there. Um, sorry, I just got a notification. Um, you know, okay, there we go. Dallas Outcast says, "What are my thoughts on the passing of Malcolm Jamal Warner?" That is what this video is all about. And my thoughts are, um, it's a very sad situation, obviously, but I believe that he was taken down by a riptide. So they said that he drowned by a big wave. That's what ChatGPT is saying, and that's what a lot of people are saying online. But here in the Dominican Republic, a lot of people die from a riptide. Now, all of you guys who are just tuning in now, and if you missed the beginning of my live, a riptide is when you are on the waterfront, like on the shore, and you see the waves coming in. If you see any waves going like this, you know, like they're all coming in, but some of them are meeting, where they meet right there, that is a riptide, and it swallows people under. And what happens is when you get swallowed under, you lose your bearings. You don't know if you're up, if you're down, if what side you go to. It's like a baby inside of a mummy's belly. And that's what I believe happened to him. He went into the water. He was on vacation with his family, a lot of excitement, a lot of good energy, a lot of fun times. And he went into the water. Boom, went into a wave and was never seen again. I think it's very fortunate that they found his body the next day, because a lot of the times they don't find the bodies when people drown in oceans and seas, beaches. A lot of the times they don't find the bodies, and they can search and search. So I think it's very special that they found his body. It's not so special that he passed away, obviously, but it is a very sad moment. And I remember Theo. We all call him Theo, as he is more remembered as. And I remember him. He was a good actor, a happy guy, and he never let us down, us so-called fans. I don't call myself a fan, excuse me. But he never let us down. He never made us unhappy. Like we never were like, ooh, embarrassed for him. There's so many of the Hollywood A-listers that end up disappointing themselves. And then their fans are like, oh gosh, like, why did you do this? Why did you do that? And he didn't do all that. You know, the Hollywood people, a lot of them get taken down by the riptide of drugs and alcohol. Like I was saying earlier, Britney Spears. And I really hope she starts to clean herself up. I don't know what she's on, but I do love Britney Spears and I want to see her clean herself up. And there's so many other people out there that need to clean themselves up and just pick themselves up, but they have so much freedom, so much, finances that are at their fingertips, that they don't have the power to change their lives, believe it or not. Just because they have wealth, it doesn't mean that they have the willpower to be able to change their lives. And that's the reason why I think Diddy, whether you like him or not, he is in jail and he'll be able to stop doing drugs one day too. It's a very serious thing in Hollywood. A lot of people, they get into Hollywood, they start doing different drugs that are available to them, especially since they're kids. And Malcolm Jamal Warner, he never really did that at all. I don't know if he ever did anything bad. I can't speak on that behalf. I don't know him. All I can say is he didn't do anything bad enough for the tabloids, for the paparazzi, for the negative press to pick it up and make it look bad. So I'm really proud of him. I'm really happy for him. It is heartbreaking and it's shocking because he's 54. He was 54. I'm 53. So I look at him like, a television brother, if you will, as silly as that may sound. I look at him like with respect like that. And his death will bring a cloud to my age group for a while. Um okay, Nate Tate, you must be from Northern Africa. I'm from West. My people are from West Africa. Christine says Rwanda has a woman president, and that's why it's beautiful and a safe place. Really interesting. I'm going to write that down as well. Thank you, Christine. Going to look on some YouTube videos about Rwanda. I love your glasses. Thank you, Teresa. And hi, hello. And oh, Ikuswi. Thanks a lot. Thank you a lot for reading every text. I became a subscriber for this channel. You're a very good soul. Thank you. I appreciate you. Jay Uzayit. Hello, beautiful woman. Hello. Uh Jale De Jong. I know I pronounced your name wrong. If I say it in Spanish, it would be Hale De Hong. My friend Arian Van Mass said he's gauge me today. Should I stay friends with him? Mm. That's a very good question. My question to you is, why would you not be friends with someone because of what they want to do in the bedroom? If he isn't trying to push himself on you, and if he's doing it privately, then that's his business. I think he told you because he trusts you. I think he told you because he needs your support and he respects you. I would say play it by ear. If you're uncomfortable with that lifestyle and you're uncomfortable with being friends with someone that indulges in that lifestyle, then do your best to still look at him as you did before he told you that, right? Because you love him or at least respect him for him. Look at him for his heart. Look at him for his character, not for where he puts his skin, you know? Maybe right now he is just trying to figure life out. Maybe he thinks he's gay, maybe he's not. Maybe he is gay and he just needs to find his way. But telling you, I think that tells me a lot about you. If he told you such a deep secret and you didn't know before and you didn't realize it until he told you and it shocked you, then that tells me that you are a good person because he trusted you. And that means that you have a good heart because people don't tell those secrets easily. People don't talk about that easily. And for him to come to you and say that to you, it means that you have a good character. That tells me a lot about you more than anything else in that question that you sent me. That means that he feels he can trust you. So pray on it. Pray on it, meditate on it. If you feel uncomfortable with it, you may have to take some time and pull away. It doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you just a person who has your boundaries as well, right? But if you are uncertain and if he's not trying to push any boundaries with you, then forget about what he said and just be his friend, the character, the heart, and not the flesh, not the skin. Um, Hello, you are so beautiful, like mold and as slim as a 300-year-old pregnant tree. A 300-year-old pregnant tree. I love that. That's great. Jay says, hello, beautiful woman. Hey, Jay, who's a yeet. Funny and insightful. Hello, funny and insightful. That's one of the California Love sunglasses. Have seen them in Lana Del Rey's music video. Oh, I love Lana Del Rey. It's midnight in Rwanda, but I have enjoyed this live. Trust me, you're amazing. Thank you so much, Ikuswi. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. I apologize, but I'm trying. Ikuswi. Funny and insightful. Also, kind of normal to have a lot of Indians, as 1 in 7 in the world are Indians. Wow, I didn't know that. I love it. I love it. Kibir, so exciting. Um, and Jay Uzoyit. Yeah, it does. Sorry. Okay, you can do it. Tough age for a woman. Stay positive. 53 is a good age for me now. I'm 37 and I think you're very beautiful. Thank you, Reginald. Hello, Jordan Houston. Alchemist says, smash next question. Max Cox says, hi, hi. Alchemist, I'm 18 and I think you're very beautiful and gorgeous. Thank you, Alchemist. Your name, Alchemist, is very interesting. You know what an alchemist is, eh? I'm sure you do, but to pick that name, pretty awesome. Apple lapel, you're near death. Why did you get braces? Oh my gosh. Very good question. Oh, I don't regret it. I don't regret it, but I worry about it. So my teeth were straight. My teeth were white before braces. I had one tooth right here that started to go weird. And then I had one tooth right here at the bottom that was fine. No one knew anything, right? No one could see anything. It was just this one tooth right here that was bothering me. They pulled the tooth out and they gave me braces to close the space. And it was only supposed to be for 9 months. This September will be 2 years that I've had the braces. So it's very common here in the Dominican Republic for adults to get braces. And so because I live here, I thought I'll just get them. When I got them on the top, right? They said you might as well just put them on the bottom and perfect the bottom teeth as well. Why not? Because I had one little tooth right here that is a little tiny bit twisted, not much. And I was like, okay, let's go for it. It was the same price. And so I'm very excited to get them off in probably 7 months from now. And it did take, September will be 2 years. It took a lot of confidence, a lot of faith in God, a lot of humbling myself to put braces on my teeth because my teeth were fine. But the more you get older, the more your teeth start to change. Your gums start to change, your jaw starts to change. And I figured I probably have, God willing, about 20 years left. And I want to have my teeth. I want to, if I take 2.5 years to sacrifice, you know, near death, then I want to die nice. How about that? That's so funny. You're near death. Why get braces? Because near death, your teeth start to change, and the teeth are connected to the heart. So your gums are connected to your central nervous system, and your central nervous system is connected to your heart. Many people who have heart attacks, many people who have heart issues, many people who have bad central nervous system have bad teeth. So, you young ones out there, never be embarrassed to get braces if you need them at any age. It helps. Let me see. Terry, millionaire from Louisiana, Cajun country. Hello. Hello, Terry. Cajun country. Awesome. Louisiana and La Casa. And John. Hi, John. Alchemist, what chat is she reading? Me? I'm reading this chat. Okay. Jose, thank you. Gracias, Jose. Alchemist laughing my ass. She's reading everything. I'm reading everything. She's like 10 minutes in behind of present chat. Am I? Oh my gosh. I'm getting the hot water. Gonna go bubble. Am I that far behind, guys? Let me look down. Okay, wait. You guys are comical. Anyway, I'm an 18-year-old cute femboy. Okay, I like to be okay, okay. Let me go to the bottom. Let me see. Hello from Cali. Human. Hello, my name is James. Hi from Belland. And ready for raw. I like your aura. Thank you. Thank you for subbing. That means a lot to me. Ron one, I sleep and live in my car with 5 other people. We eat crackers and drink water. Can we visit? You guys can visit anytime to the Dominican Republic. All right, guys. It is, let me see, Wisdom Vision, an orthodontist here from India. Oh, Wisdom Vision. You're from an orthodontist from India? Oh, wow. Yeah. Tell us. Um, and Ibrahima, thank you so much. Hello. Tell us, is is it all right for someone at 53 to get braces? Well, I wasn't 53 when I got them. It was 2 years ago. And I, it's I humble myself every single time I laugh. I love to laugh. I love to smile. But every single time I smile, I see braces. And on the top, they are ceramic. And on the bottom, they are silver. Tomorrow, I go and I get them adjusted so they won't be as dark on the top any longer. But it is what it is. They're going to make them look great. Um, Let me see. Dallas Outcast. What's your favorite childhood cartoon? The Jetsons and the Flintstones. The Jetsons I really loved so much because it's like they were living even a lifestyle that we're not even living now. And I do believe that one day we will be living the Jetson lifestyle. Like they were so far ahead. How did they get so far ahead? How did they know about smartphones before smartphones? I'm 53. I watched the Jetsons when I was 10, 43 years ago, and they were so far advanced. They had smart TVs before we even realized it. But, they say that we are 30 years behind in technology anyway. So go figure. They keep us in the dark about a lot of technology. There's technology out right now that we don't even know about. So, guys, I got to go. It's 5:45. I'm just about to go on my other channel and and um go exercise. And Robert says good for you. Um Wear those glasses. Thank you so much. Okay, are you allowed to say the N word? You can say whatever you want, but you don't want to say that word because you want to know why? What you say goes into your soul. Words that come out of your mouth have vibration. And when you say a word that you know is wrong and hurtful and painful, you create hurt and pain in your soul. And you may not feel it when you say the word, but you will start to feel it. And like a week from now, you might get a toothache. You might get like some type of sickness. It really does happen. Negative words that come out of your mouth, they show the stuff that's just about to happen in your own body. So be careful. I love your second earrings. Thank you so much, Esma or Ezha. Thank you. And Robert, you're very pretty. Thank you, Robert. Bobby says, what are you doing? And David says, yes, the Jeffersons were number one in the 70s. I'm 54. David, tell me. Holy smoly. I gotta do a whole entire binge on them like this weekend coming up. I'm telling you. All right, David. Oh wait. I didn't read your whole message. I'm 54 and I don't care if I moved up or not. They were awesome actors. Isabel Sanford, every Sunday night at Louise Jefferson. Moving on up to the east side. Oh, how's it go? We finally got a piece of the pie. All right, guys, speaking of pie, I need to go exercise. No eating pie here right now. I'm going to go exercise. I love you so much. Thank you so much. God bless all of you out there and rest in peace. Malcolm Jamal Warner. I believe he brought all of you guys onto my feed, and I thank you so much for being here. I look forward to talking to you guys again soon. It was such an awesome conversation. Thank you for all the great questions. You guys in India and Africa and the United States, anywhere where you are around the world, make sure that you are good to yourself out there, please. Remember, tomorrow is not promised. So make the best of today. If you guys have any suggestions for videos for me to do, let me know. I would love to do them. Go ahead and subscribe, hit this like button. And Jim, oh, Alexa said, I'm not quite sure how I can help you with that. That's okay, Alexa. Moving on up. Jim C. Thanks, everyone. I love you. Be good to yourselves. God bless.